Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Film Chill, now making its debut here on YouTube. Uh, I know I haven't really been uploading on Spotify as of late, mainly just of course, life gets in the way. But I've also started a YouTube channel recently. So if you guys could please do me a favor, go check that out on YouTube. It's called The Entertaining Nerd. And I plan to do the same content that I talk about on here, which is like movies, TV shows, general life topics. There's a car going by. Anyways, yeah, just talk about like movies, TV shows. I put my very first movie review up there with Willy's Wonderland, which is like a low budget horror film. I put a few funny edits, and I plan to do a bunch of other stuff too. So please go check that out, and if you like it, please subscribe because I have a lot of good content coming your way. Now, in one of my previous episodes early on in the year, which you can go back to at any point in time, with one of my good buddies, his name is Luca Morello. We in that episode we just talked about like college reflections, memorable work moments. I made a joke with him. I was like, "Hey, if this channel, or sorry, if this show takes off, maybe I'll have more people on the show outside of it." He's like, "Not if, when." But I think this joke might be turning into reality because not only do I have a guest on the show, but I have with a brand new person that I'm meeting for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Andrew, who on Discord, I believe, goes by Typical Phase. Is that
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that is. It's my Xbox. It's because of. I can explain more.
I
Like the whole backstory. There's a whole backstory by it.
Gotcha. Hey, no trouble. But thank you for joining me on the show. I know on Discord, reaching out on the server that you and I are a part of, it's like, hey, if anybody wants to join, feel free. You're like, I'm interested, sign me up. I was like, okay, cool. And then we'll set everything up.
Yeah, basically.
Eh,
Um, I was pretty good. I was just wondering like when I was cool with when I wasn't really worrying about whatever was gonna happen. Um, but the whole typical face thing because I was playing Call of Duty Mobile back in like COVID days. There's a clan, JHC. He's on YouTube. I was in his clan or whatever, but I was like, but the two people I liked the most were typical gamer, and then I liked FaZe Clan in a way, like FaZe Rug. So like, you know what? I'm just add them together. That's how the name came about. So it's been stuck with me since. I just use it as my name on everything, literally. So um, so people know exactly who I am, and it's not like I don't have a different name for every single thing. If that makes sense.
yeah, no, I understand.
So, but yeah. So I don't know how you want to start this off.
Well, I know we kind of talked about it briefly before recording, but this really today's episode, along with like the video for today, is just going to be a chill discussion on all things and everything related to like superheroes, so like Marvel related
Mhm.
movies, and then we'll jump into a little bit with like Star Wars and also figure collecting too. And real quick, brief side note: by the time you're listening to this or watching this, the video version should be out right now, and then same thing with the audio version. But if not, look forward to that sometime in the near future. Um, I guess we can just start off with some good old Marvel because hey, superhero films and
Yeah,
superhero media are just like the big talk nowadays.
it's true. That is very true.
And we could just kind of just start out with some of the movies. Like, what are some of your personal favorites, if you have any?
So my favorites are Captain America and Spider-Man. Um, Spider-Man just because he's a nerd, he's a normal human being. Everyone's not perfect. I just like the way he is as a person and as a character, and how he kind of goes through life and also progresses and does better. Um, Even though yes, we all lose someone like he did in those movies, but it's how you better yourself and um, kind of pick yourself off the ground and keep moving forward. So that's I think that's what my thing about Spider-Man I like the most, honestly.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I would say it kind of like jumps around for me, but I would definitely say Spider-Man is for sure one of my personal favorites, just because of what he has to like sacrifice in order to be like a better, greater hero. And that's
Mm,
not to say like any other heroes have to like don't sacrifice anything.
yeah.
I guess it's just more so the way they portray how he has to do it is what I
Yes.
like, if that makes sense.
I mean, you can say Iron Man. You know, obviously Iron Man is smart. Um, he actually was a genius and made suits of armor to protect himself, but also have like powers, I can say. But also use a whole like AI system to like help him out with things, which is very cool. But in a way, he kind of had to sacrifice his job with the woman he loves. So again, with the sacrificing and but still trying to do something for the greater good.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
So
definitely.
I don't
And
know. And then, what is it? I have different opinions on Captain America though, because like yes, he was given the super serum, and I mean at least though he had the right mindset of wanting to be someone that could be helpful. And that makes sense.
oh yeah.
Which I feel like also gave him the capabilities of being a leader as well.
Oh, definitely for sure. And I know like just through like the general public, just hearing a
Mm.
lot of things. I know like specifically with Captain America, I know everybody loves like the Winter Soldier, which I definitely agree was a fantastic movie.
Oh, for sure.
But I still kind of like the first movie in a way.
Mm.
I don't know, just something about it, just like that old timey feel, how he like
Oh
gets
yeah,
like the
yeah.
super soldier serum. Just like a nice aesthetic to it, basically.
Like the was it 1944? Maybe like maybe was it more toward the ending of the war? I don't know, but that kind
Yeah,
of feel to it though. That like a war movie type feeling to it.
yeah. Like,
So it's definitely a different experience than watching like the first Iron Man movie or watching the first Spider-Man movie, depending on which Spider-Man even, because all of them are all different. But you actually see like how he became to be, and when he frozen to when he frozen ice, and then he woke up more in like the 21st century, and then became an Avenger, and did everything else like he did, um, to the point where Endgame happened.
yeah, for sure. And I know, like, I, I've been hearing like a few brief things of like how
Mhm.
Iron Man. You can
Right.
make the argument that like Iron Man, like Tony, made some like questionable choices, like especially with building that whole Ultron thing, and then basically going to the point where like all the heroes turn on each other. But I guess when you're like looking back on it, you could kind of tell like he was trying to do it for a specific purpose and a reason. And it's
Hmm.
not necessarily like again, it's questionable obviously, but like maybe he's just trying that's his own way of trying to like help to protect people that he cares about, even if he
Yeah.
doesn't show it right away.
Like obviously he was trying to protect it. He was trying to protect the world, and he couldn't.
Hmm.
But he was actually able to help Pepper though and save her. That's kind of he's kind of one of those people. He at least will care about. He will save the people he cares about. Just sucks he couldn't save everyone else. And sometimes you gotta take care of the ones you love first before everything else though.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but yeah, I don't know. It's just it definitely became to be a very emotional moment with Iron Man and how he died, and the character he became. Um, I don't know. Out of all the Iron Man movies, though, which one was your favorite?
I would definitely say the first one.
Yeah.
Because again, going back to that whole idea of like what that whole idea of sacrifice, the way that he saw that like his weapons being used against like America when
Yeah.
like the terrorists got a hold of like all the weapons and they started using it
Mhm.
against him. Like he saw like what that was doing to people, so he's like, "No, I gotta get rid of this," basically.
Yeah.
And then that's how he comes across. Pretty much leads into like him building the suit, and then like that whole fight. And I think definitely one of the highlights of that first movie is when he comes back in the Mark III suit. Like you notice
Yeah.
he's taking all the guys out. Oh, that's so sick.
That was awesome. Like just for that scene, for him to be able to, even the part though, where it like targets all the terrorists because they're all like standing behind the citizens,
Hmm.
and then they saved the leader. Like he got the leader from the like punched the wall, grabbed him through the wall, and then throws him and says and then throws him to the citizens and says he's all yours. I was like, wow, that was
Yeah.
crazy. That was a crazy moment. So, no, definitely like a very big movie for sure. I mean, even now it might not seem as it is, but I think it was just because of his upbringing. It's one of the first Marvel movies in the MCU. Also crazy.
Yeah, literally, that was the first film that helped to kick off like the MCU phase
Hmm.
of like newer Marvel movies because like before that, obviously we had like pre Marvel movies with like the Sam Raimi Spider Man. You had like the X-Men films, Fantastic Four. I believe Elektra. I haven't seen that, but I know that was a thing. Daredevil from like 2005, just to name a few. And yeah, some of those were like hit and miss. And just to see like the Marvel movies being taken to like a new direction, kind of like a breath of fresh air in a way.
That's true, and also make something bigger, like obviously Iron Man to Avengers Endgame. Just to have that, what was it, 10 years? Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it
10.
was like 10 years, I think.
To have a 10-year mark of movies to be able to go from the very beginning of time with Marvel to the build up, I think it was well done. Um, I'm hoping we get that again. I'm hoping we get that again very soon. That
Hmm.
is, that would be awesome. I mean, it seems like though, because the what, three phases took 10 years. We're already in what, phase 6 already right now, or just about to be in.
Yeah, because I know this newest Fantastic Four that just came out not too long ago. Know that at least from what I heard, this was the start of Phase 6,
Wow, and it's
which
only been what, 8 years?
which is crazy to think. Yeah.
Yeah, or 7 years. I don't know. I think 7 years. I'm not mathing right. Um, but like it's just weird. It's not even been 10 years of three phases, and we're in like the sixth one, which is basically the third phase of the second. I guess you'd say second generation of Marvel characters. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So, um, now what phase two though? Like, what kind of and which movie do you like in phase two the most?
Um, refresh my memory because it's been a little bit since I've seen all these like throughout the course of like these 10 years, I've seen
Mhm.
most of the films that came out outside of a few, but
Yeah,
a lot of them I haven't really seen in a while
let
because
me see. I'm gonna try and see what's all of phase two because I'm trying to remember. Was it Iron Man 2?
yeah, it might have been Iron Man 2. Um, I feel like Thor: The Dark World came out in Phase 2.
Let's see here.
I'm probably wrong, but I feel like that was a Phase 2 film.
Thor: The Dark World was, yeah. I'm just gonna Disney Plus. I think that'll be a lot easier. I can actually see all the because actually have it. They have them all like organized. If that makes sense.
Hmm.
I'm gonna pull that up just to see where where they all started with it. It's being slow. I love that.
Doing some quick Googling. I know. Okay,
Yeah.
so I have an image right here, which I guess if you're on video, I'll be able to show this, but if not, I can like if you're listening to this through like Spotify, I could definitely list off the names, but here's all the ones that we have for phase two. So it would be like Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, which I was right about. Winter Soldier, we had Guardians of the Galaxy, which was the first one. We had the second Avengers, Age of Ultron, and then Ant-Man.
Okay. I'd say Ant-Man was pretty good, I think.
Ant-Man was a fun movie. I liked Ant-Man.
Some people don't like the second one for some reason. I
Oh,
think this
really?
good. Yeah, I think the second one was even good.
I'm gonna be honest, I've still have yet to see it. I
It
gotta
does.
watch it at some point.
It takes place within, like, I think during Infinity War,
Hmm.
and then you get the snap basically at the end credit scene of Ant-Man. So
Yeah.
but no, I think honestly though, I think obviously from most people's opinion, I think Thor: The Dark World was the least favorite. Now I don't know, Iron Man 3 was good, and Age of Ultron was good, but Captain America: The Winter Soldier as well is in there. So that's honestly though, it's kind of hard take. It's kind of hard take on like which one would you like if you were to take one like all of them away and keep one. It's kind of a hard I think um
Oh yeah,
question.
for sure.
Like which one do you want to keep the most out of all of them?
I I know that Winter Soldier is like one of the best comic book movies of all time, which
Mhm.
I definitely agree with that. Like
Oh, for
I
sure.
really enjoyed that. I think my personal favorite though was I definitely liked the first Guardians in the phase
Yeah,
two
yeah.
because it kind of just went into like because up until I think what was it, Winter Soldier,
Hmm.
that they had some like comedy in there. It was like good mix of comedy, serious tones, badassery. But
Yeah.
like Guardians of the Galaxy was like the perfect example of just taking us taking it in like new direction because it had like a lot of lighthearted vibes all throughout. It still had the good mix of like serious and badass moments, but like I think the comedy is what really helped to sell it because like yeah, comedy in movies, not just with like superhero movies, but like general
Hmm.
movies can be very hit and miss. And overall, I really like the comedy in this. Like the I don't think there was a joke, at least from what I remember, that didn't really fall flat for me.
Yeah, definitely. Um, also with the soundtrack, I think the soundtrack was great. Even
Oh yeah.
like the music for those movies is even good. So, um, but yeah. Now Phase 3, that's a tough one. I think. I don't know why, but Phase 3 seems bigger than Phase 2.
Oh yeah.
I wonder why. But because you got Civil War in there, I'm not gonna put Infinity War Endgame because obviously those are like top two, I think, or maybe it's not top three. Um, just because of how good they were, but it's also the build up. Um, but Black Panther was really good. I did like that one. Um, no, Spider-Man: Homecoming, I think was good. Um, it was weird seeing Iron Man in it in a way. I wish they kind of put more into Tom Holland's character, Peter Parker, and Spider-Man more, kind of more
Yeah.
before. I think it because obviously this took place. I think what after Civil War. I wish it took place before.
Yeah.
Um, I think that would been really nice to kind of get. But other than that, I think it was fine. Now it took me a while to see Doctor Strange for the first time. I did see Infinity War first before I saw Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I liked in Infinity War. I was like, okay, let me watch the movie. The first one was good. I don't think there's anything. I have no bad things about it to say.
Oh yeah. No.
Um,
I remember. Sorry, real quick side
yeah,
note. I remember in high school, like Infinity War, Endgame. Those were like
yeah,
really big topics.
yeah. They were. Um, basically those two movies you had to see opening weekend.
Oh
You,
yeah.
which I didn't see Infinity War open weekend, sadly, so I really got the major spoilers. Oh well. But I saw the Endgame opening weekend. Great. Just great. Um, Now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, I won't say it was as good as the first one. It was still good. Um,
Yeah, it was
I think
still
my
fun.
I think my favorite though was the very beginning when Groot was just dancing with like anyone fighting. You got baby Groot, bro. Like, bro is tiny, so cute and adorable. Um, Now Captain Marvel, I will say, is probably the worst movie in all. I would rather have Thor: The Dark World over Captain Marvel.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel, which
That's
some of the
okay.
movies like I mean, we'll get to it, but there was a certain point where I kind of just for a little bit, not like permanently, but for a little bit I kind of like lost interest, but I'll I'll
Yeah.
get I'll get to that like with a particular movie that I watched, but I know
Okay.
I know Captain Marvel was one of those films that I just kind of skipped out on.
I get you. Now, obviously, with the events of Avengers Endgame, you got Far From Home. I don't know. I liked it. I wish it kind of did a bit more on how it kind of affected Peter, but obviously it affected him as a person. And obviously I don't know. Obviously he was broken. He was very sad that Tony was gone, and it was cool that he had was it? I forgot the name. The glasses that Tony wore. Was it
um
Friday?
I Yeah, I think it was Friday. I was about to say like Karen, but I was like, no, that was from Homecoming.
Okay. I honestly forgot about Karen. So all I know is Jarvis and Friday. I know those like the main two,
Yeah, I
or the
think
only two I can remember.
yeah, I know like Karen was the it was like the voice that was in Peter's suit like within Homecoming.
Okay, gotcha. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. Like Phase 3 wasn't terrible. Ant-Man and the Wasp was good. Um, Kind of have to see that movie because of Ghost, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah.
So I know with Ghost is kind of is a big character in a way now. Now she is because of Thunderbolts. But we'll get to what Phase 5. So um, but yeah, I don't know how to. I mean, I would say Phase 3 is probably one of the best phases, though.
Yeah,
I I'm not gonna put it at 1. I don't want to put it. I mean, I might put it at 2, just because Phase 1 I think is obviously the build up to Phase 3 and Phase 2. I mean, you have to give your props to Phase 1 because of just the build up and the first Avengers movie. Even the first time you see all the heroes come together as one and become the Avengers.
for sure. And I think that's probably personally my favorite Avengers movie just because of like that whole nostalgia factor like you
I mean,
mentioned like everybody coming together. I remember literally going to the theater. I think my brother and I would just watched the trailer in the car again leading up to it, just building up to it.
that's pretty, that's awesome. It was definitely a good moment. Um, so yeah. So out of all three phases, what was the highlight? Like what's definitely a scene you remember the most, or like a few?
um first three phases you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Um I know one of them for sure is again like Avengers, like that whole build up of them coming together. From the first Iron Man when he goes back to like the Middle East a second time in like the Mark III suit and it's like taking out all the terrorists. That was definitely a highlight. Of course, you have like the infamous from like the Infinity War in game, the whole thing with like Thanos collecting the stones, the snap, and
Yeah.
then just like that grand finale at the end. Like I was on the verge of tears when I first saw that in theaters.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I got more like angry just because of Star Lord kind of messed it up. You know, they almost had it off of him,
Yeah,
and he
it,
lost it.
You're not the only one. I remember hearing stuff about that, like Star
Yeah.
Lord. Why?
Um. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think one of my favorite scenes though is when Captain America had Thor's hammer. Dude, that was crazy.
Oh yeah.
That was definitely a highlight for sure. Um. I don't know. There's a lot of different moments that happen. I think when Iron Man and Captain America fought too, and with Bucky, I think that was a good fight too.
Yeah, because like I think that felt like more personal in a way. Like,
Yeah,
obviously, like when they fight in like the airport, obviously that's for like over conflicts with like the Sokovia Accords and stuff. But when it's just those three fighting and it's not like the whole team, that felt like more personal because
it
of like
was
the reasons.
just crazy. It was a good fight too. I think the choreography was even crazy for that. Definitely
Yeah,
well done. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't really have much to say about the other. Um, I mean, Phase 3 was good. I won't complain.
yeah.
This Captain Marvel wasn't my top. I would put that at the very bottom.
The car agrees with you. No.
Now, Phase 4. I wish Black Widow was good. I really wish Black Widow was good. I wish it was.
Was No Way Home part of Phase 4?
Yes.
Or, oh, it was?
Yes.
Okay, because this is where I can kind of get into like where it kind of fell flat for me.
Oh, for
Uh,
sure. I think everybody does.
I I really enjoyed No Way Home. It didn't really click with me right away, but a lot of the reasons just had to do with like obviously it took a little while for Peter to become like the Spider-Man that we know and love. But
Hmm.
once it finally happens, I thought it was done really well because of like him losing pretty much everything, getting to see this other Spider-Man in there along with like all the other villains. And I remember all the hype building around it because it's just like, oh, are they gonna be in it? Are they not gonna be in it? And then like
Hmm.
the actors had to like lie and they were like, no, we're not gonna be in it. Stop talking about it. No, we're not gonna be in it. And then they just show up and then it's like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah. I still didn't see in the theater. I wish I did. Um, I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, it was good, but I wish it was better. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Um, I didn't feel the hype more or less after watching it, just because of I wanted more Spider-Man esque story to it. If that makes sense, instead of more of like a reunion or a team up.
Yeah.
It felt more like a team up to me than a whole like I have this going on. I need to like solve this problem. Even though yes, there was a problem technically. Um, but I don't know. They did solve it in the end, at least. I mean, for everyone forget who Spider Man was. But I don't know. It's definitely a big. It's very big. I would say it's definitely the best movie though out of Phase 4 for sure. I will not talk bad about it though.
I know because obviously like you just mentioned like the whole multiverse thing pretty much it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean no, it's still a big thing, but like with that movie specifically they kind of like go away from that, and I know Brand New Day is going to be more
I hope
on
so,
friendly
bro.
neighborhood-esque, which I hope so too.
That was. I think that's gonna be more of more of awesome. I think the suit is what original too, maybe
Hmm.
if I'm not mistaken. I think the suit should be somewhat. I gotta charge the phone.
But I'm really excited for Brand New Day.
Yeah, me too.
I would
There.
definitely say more so than like across or no, not across, beyond the Spider Verse. Which don't get me wrong, I'm still excited for that. But I don't know, it's just something about Brand New Day.
I need to see those movies though. The Across the Spider Verse. So yeah, who on me? Hey, it's okay. I saw Bumblebee instead of Across the Spider Verse. So get mad.
I saw both movies, but not in theaters, so if that helps in any way.
No, I saw at least Bumblebee in the theater. Opening day. It was my birthday too, actually. So I was like, you know what, it's be a good birthday. So no, that was definitely a big thing. I was excited. I was really excited to do that. Um, I don't know. Let's see here. Was it? Now, what's other things? Let's see here. What else we got in Phase 5 or 4? Morbius, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, Guardians 3. I forgot that was in Phase 4. Oops.
Oh yeah, that wasn't Phase.
That was pretty. I would say that was pretty good.
I like that movie. That was good.
I think Thor: Love and Thunder was okay. It was good to see Jane again. Venom 2 was good. Compared to the first one, it was not. The third one, I will talk about the third one later. But I think the first Venom movie is the best one.
I like the Venom movies. They're fun. I mean, I haven't seen 3 yet, but the first
Okay.
2, I don't mind.
3 is kind of is very interesting. I think you'll like 1 and 2 more than 3.
Yeah. I know we didn't get like the best representation of Carnage, but I don't know. Just seeing Carnage on the live action big screen I thought it was just a nice little treat.
Yeah, I understand that completely. It was definitely cool to see Carnage though. Just the way he looks, he was very scary. Definitely a big villain for sure.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I lost interest after Multiverse of Madness for a
Okay.
little bit.
That's understandable. Yeah, Multiverse of Madness wasn't. It was fine. It was okay. I did like seeing John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. That was really cool.
Yeah,
I definitely like that. I just wish they did more with that in a way. I don't know.
I know it like kind of took place after, like, obviously after No Way Home, and then you had. I'm not sure if it took place before or after the Scarlet Witch TV, or no, sorry, the WandaVision TV series. I'm pretty sure it was like after.
It took place after, yeah. It did. Yeah, because I watched WandaVision and then I watched the movie. And I'm glad I watched WandaVision before I saw Doctor Strange. Just because I knew more about why Wanda was the way she was in the movie. It's just sad that you have to watch the shows to kind of understand the movies, which I was like, okay, this is just too much, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what Falcon Winter Soldier came out during that time.
I like
which
that.
I wouldn't say it was bad. I wouldn't say it was bad. Definitely, we already knew it was going to happen with the Falcon obviously becoming Captain America. I don't know why they need to make a whole series about him becoming Captain America, but they did. But yeah, other than that, I think that's only my thoughts on Falcon Winter Soldier, really. For now, I will say more once we get to more present day. But I think the worst movie in all of Phase 4, I think, is Morbius. And I would say probably the best movie would be No Way Home or Black Panther. Just because of kind of more of the upbringing of Wakanda and the fall of Chadwick Boseman, giving him a tribute. But my one thing I not like about Wakanda Forever is that they killed the Queen as well in the movie.
Oh, really?
It's like we're already mourning over the loss of Chadwick Boseman and Black Panther. You also killed the Queen, and which is also his mother. I'm like, this is just not. That was just. I was like, why, dude? Like we're already mourning the loss and grieving, and now this. This is just. I don't know. It was just like why. But yeah, I didn't see Ant-Man and the Wasp though. That's where I fell off, to be honest with you.
I haven't seen the second season yet, but I know I watched the first season of like Loki. That was fun.
Okay. I haven't seen Loki, so is it like a have to watch kind of thing?
Um, it I know it takes place after Endgame because obviously there's like the scene of
Mhm.
The Loki variant like disappearing with
Okay.
the Tesseract. But
Yeah. Okay. From Endgame, I remember that. Okay.
I mean, you've seen Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
Oh yes.
I don't know if this is. I don't think it's a major spoiler or like spoil. If I end up spoiling it for anybody, I'm sorry. I don't mean for
Yeah.
it to come off that way.
It's
But
been like what, a year or about a year since the release of it.
yeah, but
So heck, if they haven't seen it already, I mean, so either skip,
yeah,
skip forward or.
but essentially like that's where like the TVA first gets introduced.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
it kind of helps to explain like later on like who are these new people, like who are these TVA people in Deadpool.
Hmm.
But then you see like Loki, and it's like, oh, okay, this is where they come in.
That makes sense. Okay.
That's
That makes a lot more sense, dude. But the again with Deadpool and Wolverine, the amount of humor and stuff that was made towards Disney was funny, dude. I,
for sure,
the
for
inappropriate
sure.
comments of like pegging may not be a thing, but it is Disney's thing or whatever, and then winks to the camera. I was like, okay, like I don't know. Um, there are a lot of inappropriate comments, but I think that's what made the movie though. The inappropriate comments, the definitely the cameos, perfect.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't say Deadpool and Wolverine saved Marvel,
it
but it
was
definitely I think it real life did I think as well. If that
it
makes
was def
sense.
yeah, it was definitely the film that really got me back into like that Marvel kick because I obviously I never hated Marvel. It's just like some of the
Yeah.
stuff I just lost interest, but that really helped
Mhm.
to ignite it. I was like, okay, we're back.
Yeah, because I lost interest on. I did not watch Captain America. I mean, I watched Ant Man the Wasp. I didn't watch the Marvels. I didn't watch Captain America: Brave New World. Um.
I
I,
watched it.
okay.
I will say I didn't hate it, but
Okay.
I did have some issues with it.
Okay. That's come to be. I mean, I haven't seen Fantastic Four. I'll probably will watch it. Probably when it comes out in DVD. I think is when I will go see it.
And
Or
yeah,
in Disney
but
Plus.
oh sorry. By the way, I remember my review for Captain America is on my Spotify show. It's not on YouTube, but it's on Spotify, so you can go check that out at any time. As far as Fantastic Four goes, without getting into too heavily spoilers, because in previous episodes I've talked about it with like other buddies. We really get into like we talked about the movie and also like theories leading into like the newer Avengers movie coming up.
Okay.
But for you, I will definitely say, without getting into spoilers, it's definitely self-contained. Feels very self-contained in a good way.
Okay. That's pretty good. Is the credit scene like a big spoiler, or is it anything like surprising or crazy? I
uh,
have seen reactions to it. I just haven't seen what the scene looks like.
it it's kind of big because they introduced. Sorry for the spoil. They introduced Doctor Doom, but I'm not gonna say
Okay.
how they do it.
I'm
They
not
introduced.
surprised.
Yeah,
I mean, it's Doctor Doom. He is like what the main villain in the Fantastic Four universe.
yeah.
Basically, okay. Um, in my opinion, though, I wish they brought the Fantastic Four sooner. I think that would be, especially with them having what, how many movies on them? Like, basically them and
Yeah,
Spider-Man, I think, have the most films out of any other character or or team or whatever. Um, it's kind of crazy to even think about like what they had, like what, two or three Fantastic Fours, and then they had the new one in 2015. I mean, the cast I liked. I just wish the movie was better. So
I don't. I don't remember anything about the 2015 remake, which could be for better or for worse. But I remember something that I saw that caught my eye was that, um, in the comic series, there's an
okay,
alternate like in the comics, there's an alternate version of Reed called the Maker, and
Okay.
they want like Miles Teller's version of Reed Richards to basically play that character, kind of like an evil Reed in a way.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I mean, I like Miles Teller, but I think John Krasinski would have been a better variation.
I could see
I
that.
think. Was it Michael B. Jordan was the Human Torch? Yeah, and then I don't know. I forgot the female too. What's her name? Like the female like character,
I have.
Kate Mara. Okay, I don't remember her. So I only know Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who, the guy who plays a Thing. I mean, it was an okay cast. I wish it was a better, definitely a better movie. But I saw Ant-Man in the theater when this movie came out, so I was kind of happy that I saw Ant-Man. So I won't complain. I did watch it later on. I was like, I bet the other ones are better. Now, as long as the new one's better than this one, I'm good. This one obviously has more. This one has more build up, so I'll take it. Now leading up to the newer stuff, like obviously with Falcon and Winter Soldier, yeah, Ant-Man the Wasp, um, Black Widow. I think that's it. Yeah, you got for the Thunderbolts because you have all these characters like Yelena was in Black Widow, so was Taskmaster, and the Red Guardian, and then you had Ant-Man the Wasp, you had Ghost, and then Falcon and the Soldier had Bucky and John Walker, which was the Captain America, and that's why they, in that movie made fun of John Walker's character for being Captain America for like 2 seconds or however long that he actually was Captain America for. So it's just kind of funny they kind of brought all that together. It was like, okay, see, I'm glad they finally brought things together because it was like, very beginning, Falcon and Soldier, okay, what are they going to do along with this? Where's the build up to what's coming? So, I'll probably go see Captain America the new one just because isn't, he going to be in the new, Marvel movie or Avengers movie?
Uh, yeah, I know Anthony Mackie is making a return for Doomsday.
Okay, cool.
Because, like, some of the recent Marvel films, they started doing that whole thing, kind of like similar to when it first started. Like, these people will return in this movie, or this person will return in this movie. They started doing that again. So I know, like, Cap and Fantastic Four will be back.
Well, I also did the, what's it called? The chair, like the Marvel chair, and like for the casting, like on YouTube, I think, if I'm correct.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Because it was I don't know what day it was, where they announced like all the Marvel characters for the new movie.
Oh, are you talking about like what they when they did that live stream, just showing like all?
Yeah,
Yeah, that seemed weird. I don't know why. That
that
just
was
seemed.
yeah. I had to work that night, so I just watched the video, like later on and saw who was going to be in it. And I was just like, um, yeah, they did like a whole like a few, like this very small trailer. I can see here, getting ads here. I'm trying to see like on who exactly would be in it because I know what Gambit, which is
I think so.
let's see. Okay, Chris Hemsworth, Thor. Okay, Vanessa Kirby, Anthony Mackie. Okay, so we were right. Sebastian Stan. Okay, I'm probably gonna butcher some. You're right. I'm not sure who that is. Paul Rudd. Okay, so Ant Man. Wyatt Russell is John Walker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna butcher it. Some of these I'm not really like seeing a face when I see the name. Okay, Shang-Chi's in it. Florence Pugh. Okay. Kelsey Grammer. Probably gonna have to take this out. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Um, But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. Was it the some X-Men characters are even in it too, though? Because what Magneto and
Yeah,
Patrick Stewart, that was definitely a big surprise, I will say.
yeah. From what I've been hearing, not only is it going to be like Avengers, people like some of the newer Avengers, if you will, but they're also
Hmm.
having like people who played like X Men, like the older X Men films, come back
Yeah.
in this.
Now, real question though, what about Wolverine? You know, they
Who
brought him
knows?
back technically. Dude, I swear if he's in like the second lineup, if there is gonna be, I think I've heard rumors about it. I'm not sure if there is gonna be one though.
I heard
Um,
a rumor that, well, it's not really a rumor, but I saw somebody did like some kind of like artwork of having like Toby Spider Man,
okay.
like Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Like, hey, if these two appear in Doomsday, that'll be amazing, which I'd be down for.
Hmm. So we got Ben Grimm. I don't know who. I'm not sure who that is. Um. Oh, and Baku. Okay. Loki, of course. Um. So basically, oh, we got Ghost. Okay. I was like, wait, who's that? Oh, it's Ghost. Ian McMillan, which is a Magneto. No, James Marsden as Scott Summers. I'm drawing a blank to that one. Um,
from what I
anybody? I'll have to look him up here in a second.
from what I heard, I think he played Cyclops in like the older X Men movies.
Oh, okay. So we're even getting like
I
a full
think.
X. Okay. Oh, we're getting Nightcrawler. I remember that. We're getting Namor as far as what Google is saying. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be big. I hope it's definitely. I hope the cast is as big as the movie. If this is not better than Endgame and Infinity War, I'll tell you. Okay. I mean, it doesn't have Tony. I mean, it doesn't have Tony Stark. Yeah, yes, it does have Robert Downey Jr., but it does not have Tony Stark or Chris Evans.
Yeah.
But I still think there's gonna. It's still big because they're bringing so much together. You know, there's still. I mean, just they're bringing basically the ones that lived after Phase 3 to now. So we'll see. I have seen things, maybe Thor dying. I'm kind of shocked about it and why they're gonna kill him off now. Um, I'll be sad if they do. I'll be honest. I do like Chris Hemsworth, but I don't know, man. Just sucks. It would suck to see a last one more Avenger go,
Yeah.
but I hope definitely the build up to Avengers: Secret Wars is good.
Yeah. I'm really
Now,
excited for, oh sorry. The like those two films, mainly because like at first it was just like, okay, it was like, I'll definitely see it, but like wasn't really catching my eye. But then after watching like Fantastic Four, especially
mhm.
what's coming up next, I'm like, ooh, okay, this definitely got my attention now, and
Yeah, okay,
I'm just
totally get
really,
that.
yeah, I'm just hoping they do. I don't know if they're gonna do this, but I kind of hope that they adapt some stuff from like the comics, because I have the one of the Secret Wars comics, which was like the one, because there's like a couple different versions of the story, but I have the one from like 2015, which is a
Mhm.
great comic. I highly recommend, because
Okay,
they
I'll
introduce a
have
lot
to get in the comics.
of.
Those aren't. I mean, I don't know. Like, are they hard to find out too? Like comic books, kind of.
um, I wouldn't say too hard, but it's more so along of like trying to like if you want to read particular story, it's more so just difficulty of finding like where to start, like where it starts to
Okay.
where it ends.
Yeah, because there's like so many books with for the series. like there's maybe like 6 different like comic books, and they all like all go together. Is that right? Basically,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah. Instead of having like chapters of a book, they just have like all run together.
Yeah,
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I probably can go on Whatnot and do that. Probably as I could do, or even I don't know. Maybe just use the internet. It's like, hey, like what is the whole categorizing of, or like the story of the Fantastic Four in the comic books or whatever. I don't know. I need to get more into like comic book lore, to be honest with you.
that's fair. I
So I'm not a big reader though. So, but it's a lot of there's words and then there's pictures of what happens. So somewhat helpful, I guess you could say.
hmm
So I don't know, man. Hopefully the build up better be worth it.
um
But yeah, I'm excited. I hope it's good. Sucks to have to wait another year. Um, but I just hope they're already. I think they're already done filming too. If I'm not mistaken.
yeah, and from what I heard, the first trailer should be dropping December of this year, so that's something to look forward to, I think.
Wow. I thought they would wait till the Super Bowl. To be honest with you,
I no.
I would. That's kind of surprising. Usually, a lot of big movies, take give a Super Bowl trailer.
Yeah. I mean, it's not confirmed, obviously. That was just like rumored because first I heard something about October of this month, like this month of this year,
Oh wow.
and then
Okay.
now I'm hearing like December, but who knows?
I'd be surprised. I would honestly would be surprised if it's December.
Oh yeah.
But I would be happy. I would watch it. No issues.
You
No
know what
problem.
else I'm kind of looking forward to seeing?
What?
Mandalorian and Grogu, because now we can
Yeah.
kind of move into join us as we travel to a galaxy far, far away. See what I did there?
Yes, you did there. Good.
See what
That's
I did
funny.
there? And
But but yeah, I hope that's good too. Um, Obviously the build up, I think is gonna feel about the same. Now I do hope that this movie is better than season 3 of Mandalorian. I hope
that's fair.
that would be again. I hope it's like the Deadpool Wolverine to Star Wars. I hope it is. Just realive it, please. Because
Yeah.
after episode 9, I really was like, okay, this is not good anymore. Like, this should have. Now, Rogue One, that was good.
Rogue One was really good, especially that ending scene with like
Oh
Vader and
boy.
the Rebel.
Oh, dude, that don't even get me started. Dude, that scene is awesome.
I I do have a funny story about that.
Okay.
So I did see Rogue One in theaters. I forgot when. I forgot if it was like opening weekend or I saw it like on like another week, but I did
Hmm.
see it in theaters. And after the, because obviously we had the epic scene of Rogue or Vader killing the rebels, and then it cuts
Yeah.
to like seeing Princess Leia, even though it was not like it was computer generated, which yeah, there's that
Dude.
whole thing.
Yeah, it's so sad that they had to do computer generated even. Like, that was definitely, I don't know, it was sad. It was just sad, to know. Was it she passed it, didn't she? If I'm
Yeah,
correct.
I think it was like after Last Jedi came out. It was, I want to say
Yeah.
she was like passed around that time frame, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But
Damn,
anyways, rest in peace, Carrie Fisher.
right. She played a big role. She played a big role.
Definitely, for sure. But yeah. So after Leia gets introduced, he's like, what does that mean? She's like, hope. The Tantive 4 goes into space, like hyperspace, and as soon as the credits start rolling, out of the corner of my eye, like my peripheral, I just see someone sitting next to me lean forward with his arms out like this. I don't know if he was shocked at what he saw, he was happy, angry, upset, but just like a funny thing.
Yeah.
Just seeing him just like
That's funny. Now, what are your thoughts though on the Rogue One ending and the A New Hope beginning?
I think that definitely helped to explain a lot of things.
For
Because,
sure.
like, when I mean, obviously, I wasn't around when like the original trilogy came
Yeah,
out,
me neither.
but I know it has a lot of significance with it keeping a lot of stuff hidden and being like mysterious in a way, which is kind of cool. But that whole sequence kind of helped to explain a lot of things, like helped to
Yeah,
connect a lot very nicely as well.
I agree. I think it was a good transition over to watching the Rogue One and then A New Hope. Even though there being a big timeline or a big like age gap between them of like how new and old, but I think they were done really well. Um, but I also still think the original trilogy still holds up to this day for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. And it always jumps back and forth, but like, I guess out of all of the like trilogies that we have, is there a favorite, personal favorite of yours?
Mm. I don't know. I do like the original trilogy, but I also like Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, Revenge of the Sith is. I don't know where it would rank, but Revenge of the Sith, especially now today, it's so funny how like that whole mindset of like, God, these prequel movies are like not the best. There's a lot of problems with it, and then you see like other films nowadays, whether it be like the sequel trilogy or just other bad movies, it's just like, okay, no, we,
Yeah,
prequels are funny,
but
are good now.
it's just kind of crazy to think. Well, you would think. Well, I do like Empire Strikes Back. That's one of my favorite original trilogy movies. Um, but I like Revenge of the Sith just to the fact of the upbringing of Anakin turning to Vader.
Hmm.
Um, and showing Order 66 and how that happens. Um, I think that was just perfect. I wish they did it. I wish they did longer things of Order 66 and all the different things that happened. They did show a lot. They did show like Keanu Moody. I forgot her name. She was getting like shot at so many times, even when she died. Um, when Plo Koon died. Um, and then when Obi-Wan got shot at too by Commander Cody, that was crazy.
That was a big triggering moment. I kind
Oh
of,
yeah, for sure.
I kind of wish that they did some more like live action related Clone Wars stuff because like the Clone Wars like saga, it
Yeah,
between like like the Imperial Rebel stuff and like Clone Wars, it always jumps back and forth between like those two in terms of like my love for Star Wars, but I loved a lot of the stuff that they did for like Clone Wars, and I kind of wish they did more like live action related stuff because a lot of the stuff before we started getting like the TV shows, like you would have to watch like animated shows to get more about like the lore of like the
yeah,
Clone Wars and no, but I'd still say Revenge of the Sith was really good in terms of like how it was handled, and yeah, it was the downfall of the Jedi, rise of the Empire. Obviously, you could it was coming, but even still, it's just like ah, damn. Just the build up is like, ooh, it's sad.
yeah. Um, I think what was crazy the most that in the Clone Wars at the very end, you see Vader show up
Hmm.
and turn the lightsaber on. I was like, dude, that's crazy. And then him walking away from the 332nd Trooper helmet and like the cracked piece and like the snow covering the helmet. I'm like, that's crazy. And that's the way it ends. It's just so sad. It's
Yeah,
obviously a big turn of events with how like but especially the beginning of the Clone Wars where they showed like the Bad Batch, kind of Ahsoka as a character a bit more, and then just went on to Order 66, and then with Maul and all the clones are attacking Maul and Ahsoka, and then Rex was about to shoot Ahsoka and everything. It was just very very climactic, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And I really Clone Wars was such a good show. I mean, I'm in the process right now of rewatching it in full, but I remember watching a lot of the episodes when it was airing on Cartoon Network. I would always get excited for like the while watching it, and then like when the next episode they do like the previews, like oh yes, 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 and
Yeah, right.
and then oh, fun fact about Revenge of the Sith, I got to see it this year for its like 20th anniversary, which was a very nice treat, I will say.
Yeah, I wish I did. Um, there's a reason why I didn't, because I'm like, well, I'm really I'm spending money on a movie that I've seen already, and there's like I have other movies. I have so many other movies I want to see as well. I want to have the money to see those, if that makes sense. So it was kind of like, what do I want to sacrifice seeing a new movie in the theater, or do I want to watch a movie I already seen? Which kind of sucks. I'm upset that I couldn't go see it though. I wish I did, but I don't know. There's a lot going on in that time of year anyway for me. So it's kind of just a busy, crazy time.
Yeah.
But be able to see it in the theater though, I bet that was awesome.
Oh, it was such a nice experience, and it was funny too, because like that film that was really big in terms of like memes and everything, and like funny
Oh, for
little
sure.
people who were like do like the funny silly edits online, and people were I think I heard some like people quoting it, laughing about like the memes and everything, like especially
Yeah,
with
like
like the hello there,
yeah,
and
Kenobi.
the craziest thing that I will definitely say while watching that movie was when Order 66 was going on, the part when Anakin comes in, ignites the lightsaber to kill the kids.
Yeah,
I believe my theater started laughing. I was just like, holy shit. Like I was not expecting them to laugh at that part.
I think there was people in the I've seen online when people watched it. There was people cheering when that happened. I was like, what?
Or maybe it was that too, cheering, laughing.
Dude, that's definitely crazy.
But like, yeah, some of those reactions are like insane.
I would agree, honestly, for sure. Definitely a crazy topic. Um, I don't know. Okay. So do you know how like Marvel did a what if?
Yeah.
I hope Star Wars does the same thing, but it's actually like logical. Like, what if Anakin stayed a Jedi?
Hmm.
Um, or what if Ahsoka like stayed with the Jedi after before so she didn't instead of leaving, or or what if Ahsoka joined Anakin in the dark side even? You know what I mean? Like those type of scenarios instead of like, what if Star Wars zombies? What? Like Marvel did zombies. I'm like, okay, that's too far.
Have
This
you
isn't The Walking Dead.
have you seen the Star Wars Visions show on
I have
Disney Plus?
not. I have not.
I think that's something that I definitely would recommend
Okay.
because it's I think like those story every episode is like a different story, kind of like
Okay.
anthology in a
Cool.
way, which is like one of my favorite forms of like storytelling, just having like different stories all at once. And it's different styles of animation, but it's such a unique little show. Like again, the animations are really good. I just love like the individual stories, and there's 2 seasons, or they call it volumes, and they were not too long ago. They announced that they're doing a season 3, which is coming out sometime soon.
Nice. Yeah, I'll have to take a look at that. Um, I don't know. What's another? Now, with there being like what Star Wars shows now, like what's a show that you liked in particular the most?
I guess out of the ones that we have, right?
Yes.
Um, I would definitely say The Mandalorian. I think a lot of it just has to do with like one, they're trying to like stray away and do like other stuff outside of like the Skywalker saga.
Hmm.
And two, just like I really loved the first season of Mandalorian. The other seasons were
Yeah.
cool. I like those, but I think the first season was just like a really cool like Western style of Star Wars.
Yeah, it was cool. Definitely a different outlook on Star Wars as well. Um, Also, I think what other people started liking Star Wars too because of that. It was something different. It wasn't just lightsabers. It wasn't just there wasn't Force using as well.
Hmm.
There was no Jedi. Um, I think once later on they started adding the Jedi too. I did like that they added Bo-Katan. That was a very interesting moment. I'm glad that in a way they did that. That was kind of cool. Um, I just think season three went a bit more around everything with having different things going on at once. It would be nice to have more of a plot line. I think it was kind of all over the place, is what I think.
Hmm.
But I did like the story of season two and how Mandalorian was trying to get Grogu to find someone to train him. That I think that was a really cool situation and how they played it out.
Hmm.
In a way, I kind of wish that Luke had Grogu longer as well to kind of not make it as much of a yeah, we took him, and then and then you see him in a few months. You see Book of Boba Fett, you see that, and then Grogu goes back to the Mandalorian. So it's kind of like, oh, that was fast.
Yeah.
But though I do like the Mandalorian and Grogu duo. I mean, that's a good duo. There's other good duos in Star Wars universe, though. I will say that.
Yeah, for sure. And like I mentioned, I don't mind like the other two seasons. Second season was fine. Even with the problems, I still enjoyed the third season, especially
Hmm.
towards like the later, like the last few episodes. Especially
Yeah,
when they go back to like Mandalore and they're fighting like the Imperials, and you have like the troopers wearing like their armor. That was all really
yeah,
cool.
that was really cool. That definitely was interesting. I did not think that was gonna happen. That was very surprising to me.
I think the only other shows I've seen were Obi-Wan Kenobi, which again, I know that's another show that's had its problems, but the whole ass anytime Vader and Obi-Wan were together, I like that.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Especially the
uh
finale.
I feel like Book of Boba Fett gets a little too much hate. Again, I don't know.
It does.
It
It does.
again, it,
It does.
it has its problems, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it kind of helped to establish Boba Fett more as a character, which I kind of liked. I just kind of wish they did more with him. Kind of similar to how like the Mandalorian gets to travel all around. You really don't
Hmm.
see Boba doing a lot unless if it's like a flashback scene or the final episode. It's like episode 7 when they have like the big shootout in the town. But other than that,
Oh
he's
yeah,
just like walking around or like in the back to tank. I kind of just wish they did more with him.
that makes sense.
And then I did see the first season of Andor. I started the second season, but I didn't finish it yet. I have to.
Okay.
I think that's something that I'm watching with like my brother and him and I are just gonna like rewatch the first season leading into the second.
All right.
And yeah, like I mentioned, I'm revisiting Clone Wars, which has been super fun. That's definitely one of the best shows, easily.
I think I know Rebels and Ahsoka correlate
Hmm.
as well. So I haven't seen all of Rebels, but watching Ahsoka though was really good. I definitely do appreciate how they did Ahsoka.
Hmm.
Now can they carry over if they were to make a second season, how can they make the first season and the second season like coordinate and also be as good together to complement each other?
Who knows?
So, but I don't know. We still got Thrawn. Thrawn is still out there.
Oh
So
yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
I'd be interested to watch Ahsoka at some point. Acolyte, I kind of just skipped out on.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're not missing much. I watched the first episode and I was like, all right, I'm done. I heard a few things after because I was behind on it. I was like, that's fine.
There is a
I
clip
did.
that I
Yeah,
liked, which was like when the Sith gets introduced. I thought he was kind of cool, but other than that, nah.
I did like Tales of the Empire is okay. It talks more about Barra Sophie, or off. I think that's her name. Um, to be about becoming an Inquisitor, and then Tales of the Jedi I didn't see all of, but I watched like the last two episodes and with Ahsoka, and those episodes were good. It plays a part with right before in Clone Wars where Captain Rex and Ahsoka walk out and in front of Jesse and the other clones.
Oh,
Um,
gotcha.
and then it plays a part after Ahsoka kind of after Order 66 and all that goes down. She's like on her own, working at a farm and just trying to survive, really.
Mm-hmm.
And she tries to hide a part of being a Jedi, and then a Sith shows up because someone in the farm said there was a Jedi here, and then the Sith burns the whole town, of course. And then Ahsoka has to fight the Sith. I won't say who wins, but I think we both know who would win that fight.
Oh yeah. I think they kind of introduced something similar to that with like Obi-Wan, right? Because like the Inquisitors are like, going through the town trying to find Obi-Wan, and then you have like
Yeah,
I remember Vader was in one of the episodes. He comes into like the town searching for Obi-Wan. And he's like choking, killing people left and right.
yeah, that was scary, man. That was I don't know. They definitely made Vader very overpowered in that show, which was definitely a good time to as well.
Mm-hmm.
Vader was about a few years after becoming Vader, so it's been I'm not sure how many years, but it was a good time, a good time period, a good quite a bit. So obviously he had his powers and just he was able to have that ship before it left and held it, trying to bring it back. I was like, that's insane
Mm-hmm.
to be able to pull a ship with the Force. So obviously they showed how strong Vader was, which is definitely very appreciated.
Yeah, I would definitely be interested in, I think, watching Ahsoka and also Bad Batch, but I kind of want to wait until I finish Clone Wars like in its entirety, which might
Okay, yeah,
it might take me a little bit, but that's totally fine. I'm enjoying. I want to. I'd rather take my time than trying to like rush through.
yeah. The Bad Batch is good. I will say the third season again, it's not as good,
Hmm.
but the first two seasons are good. And the Bad Batch is officially over, by the way, so you don't really have to like catch up with it. There's only three seasons,
Gotcha,
so
gotcha.
but yeah, it's good. I liked I liked Hunter. I also liked Echo. So I like them all, honestly. They're all pretty cool. But you'll see them um progress in their character development as well.
Yeah, like
So
even though I haven't seen like Clone Wars in full and like haven't watched like any other shows, I I couldn't help myself, I will admit. I've watched like some clips here and there online, so I know certain things. But in terms of like
yeah,
how it plays out, I will have to wait and see. But it's cool being able to see like Echo come back.
yeah.
Because I liked Echo, he was cool. Really, all the clones in that show were like I liked what they were able to do.
Mhm. I did yeah, there's a lot of clones I will name that I do like. It just sucks that some of them had to die
Hmm.
and the way they did.
I'm
I won't say names,
re-
but
yeah. I'm really excited to revisit like certain arcs within the Clone Wars TV show
mhm.
because I know like the Umbaran arc was like really good storytelling with like development of the clones and like how they're like dealing with Krell's leadership, stuff like that. And I'm really excited to revisit. And but yeah.
Yeah. No, I think you like Ahsoka though. But once you get done with Clone Wars, you kind of see more of Ahsoka's story later on.
Hmm.
Um, I myself need to see the Rebels. I might do that just to kind of see more about them and get to know them more.
Yeah.
I don't know when I'm gonna do that though. It's I'm not sure how many seasons there are, but I don't know how many episodes either. But I've been watching all the other shows right now, so that's been more of my main focus.
Yeah.
I mean, Star Wars should hopefully progress and do better. I hope they do more with Hayden though. They definitely can, and Obi-Wan. I feel like they can do a lot more story because there's still I feel like there's a lot more that can be told between episodes 3 and 4.
Yeah.
You know?
I just kind of hope that we do more like, because I mean, they kind of did this in some way with what we have now, but I kind of hope that we do more like Clone Wars related projects,
Hmm.
especially like live action, or even go into like Old Republic in a way.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'd be awesome. A live action Nihilus or
Darth
Malgus. That'd
Malgus,
be
yeah.
crazy. Dude, Revan. Dude, live action Darth Revan would be sick.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't played the games, but like the cinematic trailers are some of my favorite things to watch. It
Hmm.
was just so nostalgic seeing those
I
trailers.
haven't I haven't played the games either, but just the way the characters look.
Hmm.
I think Revan and Nihilus, I think are my two favorite looking ones. The most like intense and scary ones to see. If I were to had a look at down the end of a hall, and I seen one of those two at the very end, it's not good.
It would just be something similar. It's like you remember how like in The Force Awakens when like he's cutting up the interrogation room after finding out
Oh
Rey
yeah,
is escaping, and then you see the two stormtroopers are like walking by. He's like, "Wait, nope." They
yep,
just turn around and
yep,
like walk away. You just see like one of them and just like do 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 do. Nope.
yeah.
I'm walking away.
Yeah, you're walking away. Especially if I saw Revan with a purple and red lightsaber, in both and one in both hands, and you're just like, yeah, no, I'm going the opposite way.
Bye bye.
It's like if that Vader, if there was another, it wasn't just one hallway. It was a different hallway in the Vader scene. You're definitely running away. You're not fighting that. Just not
Oh,
happening.
so it'd be cool to see stuff like that again, like more Clone Wars related projects.
For sure.
Um, I guess you could potentially do like a Force Unleashed or like Fallen Survivor game, or
Hmm.
not game, but like movie. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like those would just be repetitive of like what the games have. So I don't know. It'd be interesting, but I feel like those two stories could be left alone. That's just me
Yeah.
personally.
I mean, I heard that Cal Kestis is canon,
Hmm.
so that's kind of cool to hear. I do need to play those games. I played a bits and pieces of Jedi Survivor, no, Fallen Order. I need to finish it and then play Survivor.
I I think I played Fallen Order. That was a fun game. Hard at times, but still fun game. I mean, hey, what's not to say I like, other games that we played have like difficult aspects, but that's what
Yeah.
makes a good game.
That's true. That's very true. And once you beat it,
I
so
quick side note, I need to get a PS5 at some point because there's some Marvel games that I really want to play. Because
yeah,
I've yet to play Spider-Man 2. I really want to play
dude,
Spider-Man 2
same.
so bad.
I want to play all three of them.
And I keep hearing there's a third one, a, like a rumored third one, so that's
Oh,
probably going to
what?
be coming out.
Dude, so there's gonna be Spider-Man Miles Morales, and then Spider-Man 2, and then oh wow, that'd be insane. Okay,
I wouldn't be surprised because I keep hearing rumors about it, but yeah.
I'm gonna have to then at some point.
And then there's the Wolverine game because like I remember back in 2021 when they first announced that they were doing a sequel to Spider-Man 2, they also released that teaser for Wolverine. And then
Okay,
for a few years we heard nothing until like a couple of days ago for like just this year.
yeah, that was definitely crazy. No, I'm glad though that we're finally getting other games though, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I'm hoping that there is more. Because the newest Star Wars game we have is Survivor. I think Jedi Survivor.
Yeah,
And
I
the
think
newest,
so.
I think the newest Marvel game we have is what, Marvel Rivals. If I'm correct.
Yeah.
I, I don't know much about Rivals though. Um,
From what I've heard and seen a little bit, it's pretty much like you're I forgot the name of it, but pretty much think like think Fortnite or PUBG, but with Marvel
oh,
characters. That's pretty much it. Or
yikes,
even Apex Legends. I don't know.
that's weird. That's very weird.
So yeah, there's that.
I don't know how I feel about that now.
Yeah.
Kind of kind of a sad story. But I don't know. I mean, there's one Marvel game I used to play. It was Ultimate Alliance back in the day, where you would be able to pick like Spider-Man or like Captain America, Iron Man, Wolverine, Thor, Elektra. I'm not sure like the whole like cast they had, but it was pretty good. And then you had to like break through walls and fight enemies. Um, I'm not sure where you were fighting though. I think it was like the helicarrier or something, or
Mhm.
trying to fight off of it. I don't know. It's an older Xbox game. I don't know if it was for PlayStation as well, but I had an Xbox on the 360, so it was pretty fun.
I remember playing like Marvel vs. Capcom. That was a fun game.
I bet that was cool.
Yeah.
Only like Marvel game I really played like diehardly was Lego Marvel Superheroes.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was a good game.
I have the second one. I just haven't played it yet,
Yeah.
so I'll have to play it at some point. But
And then
but yeah, I don't know when.
and then of course we have like the newer Spider-Man games
Yeah, those definitely need to be played for sure.
at some point.
Yeah, I want to play them, so I want to play that so bad.
PlayStation sponsor me so I can get a PS5. No.
Right.
uh, but no,
That would be pretty. That would be pretty cool. But they're just expensive now too. Well, like over $500 now. I think they went
yeah.
up in price. I know
Yeah.
Xboxes went up in price.
I feel like even though PlayStations have went up in price, I feel like they're somewhat cheaper than like the Switch 2. I mean, I could be wrong, but just seeing some of the prices on there, I don't know, maybe I have it all mixed up, but I
Hmm.
know the Switch 2 is like fairly pricey as well.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
I can't believe it, honestly.
I mean, I'm just happy with the first Switch, so I don't see a
Yeah.
need to get the like if it was like if Switch 2 games were compatible with the Switch 1, okay, yeah, I would grab a few cuz like I've played like demos for like Mario Kart World. Um
Dude, I want to play Mario Kart so bad.
I know Donkey Kong Bonanza got like a few popular reviews, so that'd be a fun interesting
Nice.
game to play. But yeah, I personally don't see the need for a Switch 2. I know my I know a coworker of mine was talking to me about it. I was like, "No, I'm not gonna get it." She's like, "You're not gonna get it? Don't you want like better graphics and stuff like that?" Like the
Yeah.
Switch One doesn't really have like good graphics. I'm like, sure, true, but it's definitely pricey.
Yeah. I know. I mean, there's a lot of things right now that I'm trying to afford. Um, so it's kind of hard to like really budget and like what you want to get. 'Cause I mean, I wouldn't mind getting it once. Like, I'm wanting like a new PS5, the Spider-Man games, you know. But I also want to get a Switch, so like whenever I'm traveling, like travel, I can have a Switch with me and just play those games when I'm traveling.
Yeah, and then for the
But
most part, it's kind of like hard for me because like I don't know how well you can see this, but I've mostly just been collecting like figures and stuff, and that's where like my general like money spending goes to like figures that I want to get, and it's like kind of hard to like
yeah,
because there's so much good stuff, and you have to like balance everything, and it's like annoying. It can be annoying at times.
yeah. I will say this year with figure collecting has been. I'm gonna say okay, it's been a good year because it's been good things. But I'm gonna say it's been rough because of how much money I'm having to spend.
Oh, I'm. I know exactly how you feel because I basically, as this year progressed, I've basically become numb to expensive numbers. Very,
um,
very numb.
I will say like as of the last few months, um I got Anakin Skywalker from Revenge of the Sith. I got the Padawan Ahsoka from the Clone Wars. I'm trying to get Superion from Transformers complete. I just need two more, and then I just need two more for Devastator from G1.
Yeah, the only I've pretty much gotten most of the stuff that I wanted this year. I will definitely say it's
Hmm.
been a big year for Transformers collecting. The
Yeah,
the only real things that I want left, because I literally just found Onyx Prime not too long ago, which was one of the figures that I wanted.
I've not seen him yet.
He literally, I was not, because I had to go to Walmart to get like a few things, and I was just checking out the figure stuff. I wasn't really expecting to see anything new. I saw like an
Yeah,
Alpha Triumph, which was kind of cool. I was like, oh, okay,
I haven't
something
seen
new.
him yet.
Something new. And I'm just on my way home. I'm like, do I want to go to Target? There's hasn't been really anything new. Should I do it? Should I? I'm just like, okay, whatever. Why not? Lord and behold,
Yeah,
he was chilling right in front of Megatronus because I saw that they stocked some new stuff. So I was like, okay, maybe it was like Megatronus and then like the G2 Grimlock. Nope, it was Onyx.
yeah. So again, with basically what you said, I went to Walmart yesterday. I didn't really get anything because I was like, I already have it pre-ordered. So there was didn't the area bots weren't there this time. I went last week and two other area bots were there, but they had Alita 1 from Transformers 1, that's Starscream. Then they
I'm
had
still looking for that Starscream. The
oh really?
Starscream, you would think you would be able to find easily, but I found Onyx first before Starscream. I'm still having like my local areas have it nowhere.
Um I found the KSI Widow. I saw Mixmaster, four Red Alerts, a Sentinel Prime, four G2 Grimlock. um and then Excellion, Sideways. I think that's it. And then the Star Wars section, they had Thrawn, Darth Vader, and General Grievous in one pack, like in a box.
Oh, like three figures in one box.
Yeah,
Oh, that
for
was
60
cool.
bucks. Yeah, I was like, no, I want this because I don't have Grievous or Thrawn.
But yeah, I'm still looking for that Starscream. I really want to grab it at some point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope you find it.
I think the other
Um,
figure that I kind of want, because I've been in a really big Spider-Man kick, and this was one of the figures that I kept seeing circulate online. Well, not circulate, but like I kept gravitating towards. Basically, is this particular Spider-Man right here.
oh, that one, yeah.
I don't know, just something about it. I don't know if it's just like the way he looks or just like what he comes with.
Do you
Because
have
like
a GameStop? You have a GameStop near you?
I used to, but it shut down because
Gotcha.
from what I heard, they weren't getting a lot of like inventory in. compared to
Gotcha.
like from what others.
Okay. I would say if you did, which is kind of sad for you because you gotta now like you actually have to be like look for everything you want. Which yeah, it's fun, but I'm kind of paying the price for it because I could actually already have what I already pre-ordered, but instead I have to wait for it to show up to GameStop, which is like next month. So it's a good thing and a bad thing. Like you're gonna get it eventually. It's just not the time that you want it to be there with you. If that
Yeah,
makes sense.
there's like a GameStop that's in a mall about like 20 minutes from here. They've been having
Mm-hmm.
some good stuff in recently, but the last time I went, I don't know if you have FYEs in your area.
I think ours just closed down.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude, I saw at season 7 Ahsoka and I skipped on it from
Oh,
Clone Wars. I was like, no.
oh my god. I remember the last time that I went to FYE because I was looking for that Starscream. I still couldn't find it. But I saw this guy out of
Oh
nowhere.
yeah,
I wasn't expecting it. And he was just chilling on the Transformers section shelf. He was like chilling right in front of it. I'm
it
just
was
like,
meant to be.
wait, what? What? I'm like, I had to get this. A little pricey, I will say, around like 50-ish dollars.
Really?
Yeah, because I thought it
That's a
would have
newer
been like
one?
23rd. Yeah, I think this is part of like the newer wave.
That's crazy. You spent like more money than you should have. Like retail, you spent more money than retail.
Yeah, but I think like I was with a friend when I found this too, and he was looking for the Fantastic Four figures at the time
Gotcha.
for
Okay.
the new movie, and he found all of them in one go, or at least like the main four.
That's awesome. That's awesome, bro.
Just luck was on our side that day, and he
Yeah.
brought up a point of like, yeah, it was a lot of money, but when are you gonna see something like this ever?
Yeah. I mean, it really depends though. If you haven't seen it and it's hard to find, go for it, you know? Like when I picked up the Age of Extinction Optimus Prime, I went to GameStop and I found it. This was the first time me seeing it in person, able to grab it. The first time I was able to see it in person, someone already else had it in their hands, and I was like, "Oh, that's it. I guess we'll never see it again."
Hmm.
Lo and behold, months later, I see it again. I was happy. So I do understand the whole point of that. Um,
Yeah, especially if it's something that like you want, it's better to
yeah,
just grab it because more than likely there's a good chance that like
it's gone.
it's gone. Like, and I've experienced that too. I mean, obviously I bought the Onyx, so like I knew he was gonna be gone, but like stock can fluctuate basically.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends though what figures you're looking for. Um, like obviously there's a demand for some figures, and there's a low demand for some. Like at my Walmart, the Sideways and Excellion, they've been there for a while. Now, if I see any Constructicons, they're gone immediately.
Mm.
Right now the aerial bots are still kind of around. I haven't seen Silverbolt. I've only seen Silverbolt. I've not seen Silverbolt at Walmart at all. I've only seen the Hook and like what Scrapper and Hook, I think it is. No, Longhorn Hook. I've seen that at Walmart. I've seen them in Target. I've seen them at GameStop. I've seen only Silverbolt at GameStop and Target, but never Walmart.
I've been seeing Silverbolt like targets, especially my local one not too long
Hmm.
ago. They had like the 2-pack Hook Long Haul. The last time I was at a GameStop, not the one at the mall, but there was another one that was like, it's not too far of a drive, but it's like 30 minutes more. Like it's
Yeah,
30 minutes from my house to get there. I saw that they had a Star Convoy Optimus.
dude. Yeah, I actually saw that too recently. And that was insane.
I'm not gonna get that, but just seeing that, I was like, cool.
Yeah, they had Scorponok as well, Earthrise Scorponok when I went to
Oh
at
wow.
GameStop. I was like, I think it was like 200. I was like $200. I was just like, I'd rather honestly though, I'd rather have Tripticon
Hmm.
over, but But dude, I Triptychon's massive too. So,
Yeah.
but I think I'm hoping for this new wave that's coming out. Sadly though, I never thought I'd have to get a whole wave, but I'm going to. The new Studio Series wave: Nemesis Prime, Barricade, Arachnid from Transformers One. Um, dude, there's more. Soundwave from '86.
I want that Soundwave. He kind of
Yeah,
looks
me
good.
too.
And I've been kind of thinking about it for a little bit. I kind of want to start like a small little shrine for Soundwave. He's my favorite character. And
Okay.
it wouldn't be anything massive, but he would definitely be included. And then I don't know, I'm still undecided between like a pop or like another G1 variant or even like the one from the games. But
Yeah. I think my favorite, besides the G1 Soundwave, would be Bumblebee movie.
oh, I agree easily.
Yeah. I think there's a Transformers 1 I think as well coming out next year, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I think that's
And
what I heard.
I mean, obviously you can't really see it, but I have the 3-0 of the Bumblebee movie, Soundwave.
That's crazy.
That's like one of my favorite figures in my collection right now.
That's awesome. I don't know. If I were to, I'd probably either get no, I'd probably only get Dark of the Moon Optimus Prime.
I think the other thing too is like there's a couple of new figures I want to get, like yeah, Soundwave, Barricade I might get because I do like Barricade. He's cool. I kind of want to get the
Mm,
Amalgamus Prime. That looks kind of cool. But there's also like some older figures that I want to get too because I want to get like the Gamer Edition Cliff Jumper from
okay.
Studio Series. There's a few like movie figures that I kind of want to get with like Brawl from '07, Ratchet, to name a few.
Yeah. I want Ironhide.
Oh, the Ironhide looks good.
They need to re-release Ironhide.
Oh, did you see like all the stuff Yellow Park and Blockies are coming out with?
I think so. And that's crazy.
Because they released like a bunch of movie stuff. There's like a couple of TF1 figures coming out. I think it's mainly just Optimus and Megatron right now. At
Yeah.
least for Yellow Park Blockies, they have like the Action Edition Optimus. There's Blockies are making a Transformers Prime Optimus.
Oh
And
no.
yeah, just moment of silence for our wallets.
Yeah, honestly, that's gonna be a doozy. Oh boy.
Lot of great stuff coming up within the next couple of years or so. And I think with that being said, we can kind of just conclude it here for now. We'll definitely talk more stuff in the future because I'll definitely have you back on the show because this was a really good
Okay.
conversation.
Awesome.
And yeah, for the most part, you know, obviously with Star Wars, Marvel, and like figure collecting, been a lot of ups, been a lot of downs, but hopefully they incorporate some more stuff in the future. Hopefully
Hmm.
there's more positives, like help to reignite that spark.
For sure. For
And
sure.
you have any final things you want to say before we conclude, or
Thanks for having me. It was a good time, and hopefully we do it soon in the near future, for sure.
oh yeah, definitely, you'll definitely be back on the show at some point.
Cool. Well, I
and,
appreciate it, man.
and I guess with that being said, that pretty much wraps it up for the Film Chill, not only on Spotify but for our YouTube debut. I've been your host, the local entertaining nerd, James Aniselli. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please make sure to like my show on Spotify along with turning
And
on
subscribe.
notification, yes, and subscribe to not miss out when new published episodes release there. In terms of YouTube, don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, subscribe, and definitely looking forward to more content coming very, very soon. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.